Alright guys, welcome to Sonic Answers episode 7. Hopefully I got that right, because last time I completely failed and said the wrong episode. But anyways, this is probably going to be a short video, because there wasn't really that many questions asked, but that's okay, you know. Can't expect that many, you know, questions from you guys all the time. But it's still pretty good. Also, in the video it should be me playing Burnout Paradise, which I haven't yet. And I also want to play different games every week, just so you don't see the same thing or almost the same thing every week and don't even want to look at it anymore. You don't have to, but still, probably different games are a lot better. So with that, if you want to ask me a question, then you could do that in the comment section below this video, and then I'll answer it next week on Saturday. And that's how it always is. So I will answer as many questions as there is, or I can possibly answer in like probably within a 20-minute video, or just about 20 minutes, and that's pretty much it. So now I will start with our first question. And also, by the way, there is some really I think there was a hard question in here, but I'm not really sure which one it was. But here we go. First question comes from Cameron Anderson. Do you like AC/DC? And also, I'm from Canada. That's cool that you're from Canada. So I really like AC/DC. But like my favorite song from them is Highway to Hell, and that's just the only thing that it's gonna be. So yes, I do like them. They're amazing. They will be amazing forever. All right. Next question comes from Joshua LM Akebunner. Who would you like, Sonic or Pokemon or Mario? Well, since you asked me a question that could be answered so you know, fast and everything, and it's kind of obvious what I would pick, but I'm just gonna go ahead and take out Sonic. Like, it's just not gonna be there, and I'm gonna make it into what I like, Pokemon or Mario. Because that makes you know, way more sense instead of putting in Sonic in there. Whew, you just know what I'm gonna pick. But Pokemon or Mario, it's really hard to say, because you know, both have their advantages and disadvantages, as a lot of things does. But Pokemon seems like the type of game where you can play and just keep playing for hours on end, or kinds of games, I guess, the games that they have for that. But and Mario is more like, you know, you're just, I don't really know how to explain it, but I guess it's more fun if you were playing with people around you. Probably that will only make more sense on a Wii or something, because you can play multiplayer. But if it's still one player, actually on the DS you could play 2 players, but only you know, locally. So I guess Mario is good for playing with other people in that kind of way, but I'm just kind of trying to list out the things that these two, you know, just trying to help myself give a good decision here. So I would have to go with Pokemon, because I would really like Pokemon. There you go. And just because you would be able to play like hours on end and just never stop playing pretty much until you get to the end of the game, or even then still keep going and trying to level your Pokemon. With Mario, I don't really see that, unless you're trying to get through the secret world or something. And then, you know, there's no extra in it, you know, like Pokemon is. There's all this extra stuff like leveling, of course. And yeah. So I usually always go for games that will, you know, have a longer play period, which is amazing. I always like that. Yep. Alright. Next question comes from Mr. Pokemon Madness. Have you played Pokemon Black 2 and or White 2? Well, I didn't, and I wish I did by now, which, like, it's funny. Another Pokemon question. So, yeah, I wish I did, and I think I'm kind of falling behind now, since there is a second one. So, I mean, this is, like, the first time that I'm actually, like, falling behind on like Pokemon games. I don't really know what to say, but I'm pretty sure if I played it, I would play that a lot and just, whew, I don't know. I don't know. I haven't really gotten used to the new Pokemon yet, but I'm pretty sure if I just played the game, I would get used to them instantly, like no problem. It'll be normal. Right now, they're not all too normal to me, except some of the starter Pokemon, and around the first routes and whatever. So, yeah, there you go. And you also ask another question saying, who is your favorite Pokemon? My favorite Pokemon has to be Charizard. Either like from the first evolution, Charmander, all the evolutions. Freaking Charmeleon, of course I remember that. Some people don't remember the middle evolution anymore from Charmander because I don't know, maybe it just doesn't look that cool from that stage. Yeah, so I would mostly go for a whole Charizard thing, because that is the first Pokemon that I ever picked when I first played a Pokemon game, and it's the highest level I've gotten a Pokemon to, which I think was like level 84 or something. Completely legit, of course, on a Game Boy. Yep, and that's it. There you go. So here's the last question. And yeah, there really wasn't a lot. When are you going to do the Tekkit series? Wow, I thought that question was gonna be like, yeah. So hi 32890 asked that. He's asking, when are you going to do the Tekkit series? I've been doing that for quite a few days now, weeks probably. A few weeks ago I started doing it, and I think the episode that we last left off on was like episode 5. So like if you check my channel, you should be able to find the episodes there. We didn't really do anything that amazing yet, except stay inside of a ravine and collect shit. So yeah, we have a whole server and everything of that set up. I will record more of it once everyone else is good to go. It's with Mr. Matthew D and Coffee DX. So yeah, that series definitely does exist. Just so you know, just so everyone knows. So I think that's it for this week. It was pretty short. God damn. So please leave some of your amazing questions. I always like to answer as many as I can, because it's like the best way, I guess, for you guys to ask questions and expect it to come out on a certain date with all of them answered. Probably a bunch of other questions that you thought wouldn't get answered, or you didn't even have it in mind, and it's like, oh wow, it's good that I heard that question, because now you've answered it already. So with that, I will now leave you, all of you, on to other things, and I'll see you next week on Sonic Answers.